everybody, it's DeWitt 3D here again. Last night I did a live unboxing and setup of the Eryone, everybody pronounces that differently, ER-20. So live, I had ran successfully live this test cube. Let's see if I can get this on the overhead camera for you guys. This test cube, which turned out very good. Really nice. Then, after I went off air, I did their typical Squirrel. Whoop, sorry about that. Their Squirrel, which turned out great. And inadvertently, I didn't mean to do this, but I ended up testing their power out recovery. So you'll see a little bit of a glitch right on his tail there, and that happened. The power, I accidentally turned the power off on the printer, turned it back on a few seconds later. It did continue to print and finish no problem, other than that little bit of a glitch, which can be sanded out, so not a big deal at all. Now, where I ran into some issues was I found another one of their test prints. This was test print 2 that I was going to print. And let me just quickly pop open a window here and see. Bear with me. I just want to make sure there's... Here we go. Okay, good. Hey non-fam, that's why I just took the time here. I just want to see if anybody popped in real quick. I'm just doing a real quick follow-up on the on this stream I did last night, and just showing off a couple prints and a couple of the issues that I ran into. So let me just split this window so I can keep an eye on the chat here as well. Make sure I'm not missing anybody's chat. Wow, why isn't this cooperating for me? Anyways, so what I ended up doing, there we go. So I printed their print number 2, which is the one that Dan had suggested, but we ended up having that failure because of the filament. But so this is interesting what happened with this one. I'm just putting this on the overhead camera. So on this print, this thing has, I call them zits, all over it, outside, inside, and I thought, okay, and this is with an Eryone silk purple filament. It looks blue on the camera, but it's actually purple. So I thought, okay, well maybe it's the filament, and so I threw on some Prusa Galaxy Green, and it came out. The print is beautiful, other than those zits all over it. These two were printed in vase mode. And so there's obviously an issue in vase mode, and talking to a couple people, it's known in some of these slicers, but this was sliced in Simplify 3D. Actually no, this one was sliced in Simplify 3D, yeah. I mean, beautiful print other than all those zits, so I'm not going to worry about that. And then I tried just downloading another file, printing it in that Galaxy Purple again, but I've still got zits all over this. But as I say, otherwise, beautiful prints other than those zits. So now what I'm doing is I thought I'd just download something, give a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of a test. Let me get to the there we go. So if I switch cameras here, this is printing now on the ER-20. Beautiful looking print so far, and that is with the Prusa Mint Mystic Green filament. And what I'm printing is one of, I'm sure everybody's heard of Clockspring. I'm a Patreon member of Clockspring, so I can get his models, but this is his 12 or 24. Anyways, it's a AA battery case. It's a print-in-place case with a hinged top, so it's going to have some tolerances that it needs to hit. Yeah, so the print quality's got to be decent for this thing to work properly. And so far, I mean, this is looking really, really nice. So that issue with the zits is obviously something to do with a vase mode, and so I'll try and figure that out a little more, see what's going on. But if you take away the zit problem, these prints turned out I'm quite happy with them overall. This one, the bottom fell off. That was my fault. I didn't adjust the Z height properly on the first layer, so no big deal. But this one that I did in the Prusament, yeah, this is the Galaxy Green, Mystic Green. I mean, beautiful, beautiful finish, shiny, smooth, everything you could want other than those zits. So, yeah. So I'm not blaming the printer on those. I'm going to write that off as an issue in the slicers. Interesting that it did happen in their pre-sliced file, so I'm not sure. But everybody else that I've been watching their reviews has gotten really nice prints off of this pre-sliced file that came on their disc other than here. So I don't know whether it's a maybe the E-steps need to be adjusted. I don't know, but I'm going to look into that. But I'm not letting that discourage me from the printer. I really like it otherwise. So that's just something that we have to fix up. Anyways, just wanted to pop on here for a quick bit. I will update and come on once this battery case from Clock Spring finishes printing. I will come on and show that off because I think that's going to look really cool. I've printed a lot of Clock Spring's prints. There's a couple. There's one back on the shelf right there. It's one. I forget what that box is called. It's really cool. I've got a couple at the office I've printed. And yeah, he does some really beautiful print and play stuff. So him and Fab 365, I love printing their stuff. So anyways, just want to thank anybody who pops on, and this was just a quick follow-up on my build from last night on the Eryone ER-20, and hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and we will chat again later. Let me just pop on here once more and say thank you, non-fam, for popping in, and listen, we'll talk to you again next time I'm on. Okay, so everybody have a wonderful night, and until next time, this is DeWitt 3D, DWIT, do what I'm thinking, do what it takes. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe this way. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and I'm going to be making more and more content as time goes on. So thanks, have a wonderful night. Everybody stay safe and take care.